Should I still track calories at Christmas?
Ah. Actually, one of my ladies asked me this as well last week, and I was like, look, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, I do not want to see your calories. I don't want to know. It's a holiday, and you kind of do need to have the enjoyment factor as well. But it is entirely your choice. There isn't like a right or a wrong answer.
Yeah.
Like it's your choice and what you want to do. But I just said, from like last Christmas wasn't great.
No.
And like just from, you know, like the last couple of years have been really tough on a lot of people. I said, just enjoy the time, enjoy the fact you can see your friends, you can see your family, you can hug your relatives,
Mm.
and don't worry about the the actual tracking of calories because you don't need
Yeah,
to.
I think people go one or two ways. One way is obviously, oh, I need to track calories like throughout the whole Christmas, and the other is it's the
Mm.
1st of December, my fitness pal's in the bin. I'll
Yeah,
pick you up on the 4th of January. Like I think there's like two types of people that kind of go all in or like want to carry on tracking. And what I try and do, and obviously what you try and do with your clients, is get that happy medium. So
yeah,
I put on my stories today that I've got all my clients to print out a December calendar, whether they want it on paper, a fancy one, whatever, and just mark down the occasions. And one client was like, "Oh, I wasn't going to do it because I pulled her up on her check-in in it." And I said, "You've not done it. Let's do it." And she went, "Actually, now I've written it down, there's actually not that many
yeah,
occasions. There's more white spaces than there are obviously written spaces. So actually, I think I could probably make some good progress in December." And I'm like,
yeah,
"Exactly." And I did a webinar last week for my clients, and I said pick 5 days. So Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Like they're
yeah,
the 5 days where do what you like. The rest of the time, try and stay on track as much as possible because you don't want to undo like the last 4 or 5 months
yeah,
worth of dieting. But then there's also the occasions where you can potentially just go, well, I've got a meal out, but it's in the evening. I can manage the day, track your calories, breakfast and lunch. You've done 1,000 calories, fabulous. You can easily spend 1,000 calories in the evening and not really go over.
yeah.
So there's that halfway point of tracking some of the day or none of the days. And like you say, picking the days that they want to do and the days that they don't want to do.
Yeah, I think it ties into the labeling of like good foods and bad foods, and
Yeah.
everyone goes into that like, oh, I've had mince pies, I've had this, I've had that. And none of it is bad. Every
No.
food is just calories. Food is just
Food is
energy.
delicious.
Yeah. And yes, some of it is more calorie dense than others. Some of it is more nutrient dense than others. But at the end of the day, it is just calorie, it's just energy. So kind of need to just don't label foods good and bad as well. Because what you tend to find is as soon as people have one bad thing,
Mm.
they end up kind of throwing the baby out in the bathwater and just go, oh, you know what, I had one thing, so I might as well just keep going. Once you can
Yeah.
lose that label and actually you just see food is energy, but food is also enjoyment and social occasions and. So
Yeah.
it is both things. And once you can take away good and bad and find what works forever, then you're less likely at Christmas, one, to go completely crazy from the 1st of December until the start of January. And
Mm.
two, you won't see tracking calories if that is what you're doing right now as a bad thing. You'll
Yeah.
actually see it overall picture, bigger picture, and then, yeah, and you'll pick those 5 days or whatever it is you're going to do. And even on those days, you don't take it as an opportunity to eat like an idiot. You
No.
you still enjoy it.
Yeah.
So yeah.